DC20. DC20. DC20, come and kill D&D. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. It is Thursday. It is 8:30 this Thursday. It is the 6th day of June 2024, which means it's D-Day. So let's take a moment of silence to thank all the men and women of our armed forces over the years who have given their blood, red, white, and blue, to keep this country safe. We appreciate you. I'm pretty sure it's also my parents' anniversary, so happy anniversary, OGG mom and OGG dad. It's also the day where we head on over to Kickstarter land and take a look at all the Kickstarters that are coming to an end and what kind of free swag you can still get if you support them. But I can't really mention Kickstarters this week without mentioning our good friend Dunegoncoach, his DC20 getting funded in 1 minute, fully funded in 1 minute once it went live on Kickstarter, and the amount of people that have suddenly jumped on the pro DC20 bandwagon. I wouldn't be surprised if a certain couple individuals jump on this bandwagon either today or tomorrow, which of course I find extremely hypocritical, because these are the same people who were a few weeks ago were, lambasting DC20 and stuff. I 100% hope Dunegoncoach succeeds. I 100% hopes that DC20 isn't forgotten in 2 weeks, like Tales from the Valiant has already been forgotten, and that he actually manages to make a dent in the Wizards of the Coast money in 2025. We'll see what happens at Gen Con, but it's a good sign that it was funded in a minute. Hasn't hit the $1 million club yet, but it looks like it's getting close. So yeah, congratulations, DC. I reached out to him a while back to see if he wanted to do interviews. He said he was too busy. He's still too busy. Maybe now that he's done, he can take a break and maybe we can schedule an interview. And if not, that's completely understandable. He got interviewed by Steven Glickman. And, Steve is one of the few people in this industry I respect 100% of the time, despite our ongoing non-existent, feud. Love you, Steve. So yeah, you got interviewed by Steven. Anybody, so that's anybody else would just be, I guess, second fiddle. I'd be like the after dinner mint. But still, maybe he'll take some time and we can talk to him for 20 minutes when he's free. But yeah, again, congratulations, Dunegoncoach, for the success. I hope to God that the same people that are saying great things about you today will continue to say great things about you 2 weeks from now and not turn on you like they did on Kelsey a year ago, and then decide that they're actually your friends again a year from now. And I hope it doesn't end up being, another game that everybody backs, and then 2 weeks from now, they're like, it's going to gather dust. I really, really hope that this energy that will maintain it, and you can be the game that, I don't know if you can kill D&D in 2025, but certainly give it a run from the money, because people have already forgotten Tales from the Valiant. That came out. That's out. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Tales from the Valiant's out. When was the last time you heard anybody mention Tales from the Valiant? Yeah, no one. Meanwhile, let's move on to the rest of Kickstarter land. The following Kickstarters are coming to an end, but you still have a chance to support them if that is your thing. As always, it's really based upon what kind of cool free shit we can get from these guys. And this is the first thing that caught my eye. Hardy Boys role-playing game. GM-less mysteries game for 1 to 2 players. First off, how did you get the rights to the Hardy Boys? And I don't think they're public domain, so congratulations on that one. Second, it's like, 100 years too late? Do anybody still read Hardy Boy books? I love the Hardy Boy books and the Nancy Drew books when I was a kid, but I don't know if anybody else. So if you've ever thought about exploring the world of the Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, to solve mysteries, 2 meddling kids going about their town solving mysteries that are better left solved by the police, and the fact that nobody ever once just shot the 2 kids. As a kid, you're like, oh my God, I love the Hardy Boys. Then I hit my teen years and I go back and I read the Hardy Boys again, and I'm like, just shoot them. Just shoot them. They're trespassing. They're vandalizing your house. They're not cops. You have every right to shoot them. And the police, well, I don't know. These boys broke into my house and started accusing me, and they were breaking him up my walls. Of course I took a shot at them, officer. All right. So, yeah. Then we have this from our good friends over at Free League, the continuation of the Blade Runner role-playing universe. I guess now they're following some of the books that were written about Blade Runner and getting more into the original stuff, like the anime, the comments, the other books, the mythology that's hinted at in the various incarnations of the movie. Free League is running with it and doing a brand new book for this. 698 SEK, works to about $70 American. For that, you get the PDF and the print version and the asset pack, and that's all like the little cards and the dice and stuff like that. So if you've done everything you can do with your Blade Runner game and want to take it further and explore some of the stuff that was explored in the other books and the other movie and the anime, here's your chance. From the Merry Mushmen, okay, you win Best Name for this week. Hello, Peter. Hello, Dice Tales. Hello, cows. Hello, cow. Yeah, Merry Mushman, you win this week's name for you win this week's for Best Name. We've got Adventure Double Feature, technically for old school essentials, but basically for anything that uses a D20. It's $50 is the most popular pledge. Get you the PDF and the print version of the book's 2 new adventures. The first one is called The Horrendous Hounds of Hensburg, and the second one is called Raiding of Obsidiap Keep. Obsidiap? Obsidiap Keep. The Horrendous Hounds of Hensburg deal with demonic dogs in the forest and the people of the town going, hey, please get rid of those demonic dogs in the forest. And then the Merry Mushroom is about... doesn't say. It just says provides top tier OSR content. I'm assuming the raiding of the Obsidian Keep is about you going into a keep, and then there's ghosts and stuff like that. But all it says is providing top tier OSR content. So forest filled with haunted demon dogs or spooky keep. $50 for both. From Northwind Adventures, we've got Hybora Modulistic Terror for the Hybora role-playing game system. This is another old-school game that's been around for a while that tries to embrace the awesomeness that is Conan. This is $85 for the PDF and print version of all 3 books. It's Hybora, so it's Robert E. Howard, H.P. Lovecraft, all those wonderful old schooly, swords and sandals versus sorcery style. And we've got, looks like 3 different adventure / campaign settings, all dealing with terror and the Hypebora. I know Crafty Matt Craft is a big on this one. So if you're looking for some old school quasi Conan swords and sandals versus sorcery style of roleplay, here you go. $85, a little pricey, but you do get 3 books for it. You could throw in some stickers or something, though. From Silver Compass Maps, we have, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Deva Bahumi. Deva Bahumi, Devabhumi, a role-playing setting inspired by ancient India for D&D and Pathfinder. $25 for the PDF of the both books, all in all 3 systems. Have you ever wanted to explore fantasy India and get accused of racial appropriation? Silver Compass Maps now prevents this campaign setting to bring the history, wonder, mythology of ancient India, and I guess so that before the colonization, to your 5e table. It's racist. From Dino Berry Press, we have Little Wolves, because naming something wolf seems to be a big thing lately. There's at least 3 different movies coming out, all called Wolves. I'm assuming one of them is going to have to change their name. $50 is the most popular pledge. Gets you a PDF and the print version of the book, Werewolves in the Realm of Fae. Little Wolves is about werewolves and fairies. So are like the fairies werewolves? So like, do we have a 2-inch tall werewolf? Because that would be awesome. It's frightening, but so cute. I don't know whether to hug it or kill it. So that could, I mean, as a campaign, I don't know, as an idea for something to add to an existing campaign, maybe. $50 at least seems a little pricey, but yeah. 2-inch tall werewolves sounds like that'd be awesome. What if Barbie was a werewolf? From Hunter Books, we have Kids in Capes. This is for kids in bikes. This is $50 for the PDF print version and Roll20 things. So if you're going to buy this book and purchase the Roll20 stuff, please check it for viruses. So this takes the concepts that have already been explored in Kids in Bikes, Teens in Space, and Kids on Brooms, and adds it to my favorite genre, superheroes. And one of my favorite aspects of my favorite genre, teen superheroes or kids superheroes just discovering their powers and deciding what they're going to do, even though when you think about it, giving a 12-year-old superpowers is like the dumbest thing you could do. Hey, you're 12, you're going through puberty, you're being bullied in school, your body's changing, and oh, by the way, I gave you the powers to fly and shoot energy beams out of your eyes. That won't go wrong. Don't talk to me like that, Mom. Zap. Oh, God, no. Which is weird because somebody just contacted me about the idea of writing a book like this, writing a kids superheroes book, but without adding all the stuff that makes it a kids superhero, like, you know, safety tools. So, well, I guess I don't have to because somebody's beating me to it. I mean, you know, Kids on Bikes is either unbelievably cool and people would love it, or they hate it because of the safety tools that were in it. And it was like, you know, oh no. This explores things like homosexuality and children, you know, and things that teenagers actually go through. Also, this has already been done with Mass, so, and PS 1, 2, 3, and all the other teen superhero books that have come out over the years. So the only thing that this is offering is the town building and team building rules, which I like, and of course the exploring the emotions of the teen superheroes. And the relationships. I love Billy, but I don't really want Billy to know I love him. I also don't want Billy to know that I know he's really Captain Cat Pants. And we get back where we started with Sixpence Games, the Hardy Boys RPG. It's $15 for the PDF and the POD of the book, where you get to explore the worlds of quaint whatever world and, you know, be meddling kids who are solving mysteries that adults can't solve. Dad, no, I think the lady next door is a murderer. Yeah, well, that's wonderful, but without actual proof, I can't get a warrant. And if I were just to accuse her of being a murderer without any proof, she could take us to court for slander, son. So let's just wait and see. No, we're going to break into her house in the middle of the night and get the clues and prove she's a murderer. Yeah, that just sounds dumb, son. That you're going to get shot, but okay. We got some comments. Peter says, hi, Peter. Please like, share, and subscribe. Dice Tales says, way. What's up, Dice Tales? Good morning. Cal says, yup. And if it wasn't for those meddling kids, Dice Tales says, ironically, if you did what the OG GM suggested back in the 50s when the stuff was written, it wouldn't have been fine. Pull a gun in your house in California now, cops arrest you, not the trespasser. Well, that is true. Unfortunately. Ironcaster, I have enough games that fit the D&D niche. So do I. Peter says, smile. Ironcaster says, where Chihuahua? Yes, but even smaller. Where Pixie? Half, even a pixie who's... Cal says he pledged to Hyperborea. Congratulations, Cal. I hope you get enjoyment. Collier witnesses early on, again, talking about the kids breaking in. Let's do a Tintin RPG instead. I think there was a Tintin RPG. Wasn't there a Tintin? RPG. Troubleshooters was the game inspired by Tintin. So yes, wasn't officially a Tintin role-playing game, but it was definitely inspired. So it's been done. I don't know who has the license to Tintin, but sure, why not? And then we have the hairy Chihuahua. There, Chihuahua. Where, Chihuahua? Here, Chihuahua. Half Chihuahua, half man. When the moon comes full, he turns into a Chihuahua and terrorizes hot dogs. Oh man, he's so frightening, but also so cute. I don't know whether to hug him or shoot him. Anyways, that's it for this week's Kickstarters. If you want to support any of those, check them out. You might get something worth your time. We don't know. Congratulations again to our good friend Dunegoncoach. I 100% hope he is successful and, not forgotten in 2 weeks. I really do. Till then, I am your grumpy guide to all things tabletop role-playing. Gonna take a break, and then we'll be back with more news later. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please buy my merch. Please get off my land. Yo, check.